Yo, what's up? My name is Retro Pat, and welcome back to my Dungeon Defender series, relearning the game from scratch. Starting in the year 2023, now we're over in 2024. What's up, fellas? I have quite a big mistake to correct today. You see, last episode, I was grinding Dread Dungeon, and I know you can get really cool pieces of Transcendent gear here, so I was really keeping an eye out for those, but something I didn't keep an eye out for was Ultimate gear. Over in the left side here, I actually got a wild drop piece of Ultimate gear, which I think was my very first one, and I didn't notice it, and I clicked Control G, sending me into the next wave, and deleting and selling that item. It wasn't until someone in my comments mentioned this to me that I even noticed it. So today, I'm going to be reclaiming that piece of gear. I'm going to be speedrunning through Dread Dungeon as much as humanly possible until I get a piece of Ultimate gear. I don't know how rare it is, how long it will take, but I'm going to sit here and we're going to do it, boys, together. Since we have a long journey ahead of ourselves, let's skip a lot of the preamble and just go ahead and jump into things. I'm going to be on wave 17 is going to be my start wave. I'm going to be on Nightmare, Hardcore, Mix Mode. I'm going to have to get out all my heroes as well here in a quick sec. I probably want to start actually on my Monk. I like having just one character out while I actually go ahead and build the units, because then I can actually focus on just getting things prepped and ready, and then we can bring everybody out to gain tons of XP and stuff as well to make it more efficient here in a quick sec. I honestly always forget that the Monk has a right-click ranged attack. I'm really going to have to take more advantage of that here, probably today. All right, but I bet you guys have seen this a million times. Let's go ahead and get ourselves started. First things first, we are going to need an aura stack, and having it pulled back away from the area where the minions like to get stuck is honestly going to be ideal. So doing Ensnare, Electric, and Strength Drain is generally what people talk about when they say an aura stack. And then over here, we are going to want the same thing. Ensnare into Strength into Aura into Electric. Let's go ahead and put this right here. I kind of like moving it over a bit so we can actually get these spiders. There's a bunch of spiders that spawn over here in this left little quarter. Let's go ahead and do our Strength Drain. That should be our last one. That'll be good enough stacks. It makes the whole map glow different colors. I guess my only complaint about having to do aura stacks and how good they are is it makes everything else, in my opinion, way less clear on the map. It's kind of annoying visually, personally, in my opinion. But that's mostly it for our Monk. So honestly, we can drop our mana and swap. Let's head over to let's start off on our Summoner. Now on our Summoner, when we want to build a proper wall of minions actually blocking the way and acting as a physical barrier, but we also want to leave some room. Like, I actually think I want to place this a bit further back. That might be fine there. You want to be able to leave room for lightning towers on the side and also have them be able to be in a straight line so you can connect them with the Series EV tower booster beams. The more I play Dungeon Defenders, the more I realize how absolutely impossible this game would be to describe to anyone who doesn't play it super in-depthly or understand. There's so many words like, oh yes, the Series EV tower booster buff beam. Yes, today I am playing Dread Dungeon on Nightmare, Hardcore, Mix Mode, Survival, starting on wave 17. Like, it just sounds like absolute gibberish if you were to talk to any, out of the hobby person. But I think that's always the sign of a good hobby. It's kind of like that with Magic the Gathering or anything really, or any deep game, deep hobby. It sounds like absolute gibberish to those who aren't involved, which can honestly be a green flag for, once again, the depth of the hobby. I want to do an archer wall over here and then another archer wall over here as well, blocking off, once again, both sort of entrances to the crystals. This should be plenty solid, leaving enough room for good spots for lightning towers. Now, people have recommended me to position my lightning towers back a bit further, and it might be worth to do that. The problem is I do want them to be tower boosted as well, so it's a problem of having the lightning tower in a safe enough spot because the ogres will target it because it is doing the most DPS to him, but also having them in a spot where they can get tower boosted beam effectively and not have to waste extra defense units having to set up another booster beam just for the lightning tower. Say I want to try to use more deadly strike towers. Those seemed amazing. I was really pleasantly impressed recently by lightning strike towers. So we'll see what we can do with that. But yeah, I was just really pleasantly surprised by that. Actually, I'm gonna sell this guy. I want that spot to be preserved for the lightning tower. Last time I did it like this as well, where I kind of made a diagonal line, and honestly, I really liked this. the diagonal line building strategy kind of cuts off a few more angles, and it's one of those things in Dungeon Defenders you have to factor in. Now, I will say the only weird part here is once I go down the staircase, it's going to make it so the Series EV booster beam can't really operate in a straight line and can't get things 100% accurately there. So I need to be a little careful as I play. If I want to place things on the staircase or on different heights, it's crazy that's something you have to factor in, but you absolutely do. We'll go ahead and do that one there. If I can't get that one, that's okay. That should be enough archers for now. You generally want like 1 or 2 archers over here just for these straggling minions that kind of come over here, but generally they aren't too much of an issue. I honestly don't even know if I want to dedicate 2 minions to it. I might just want 1. I usually dedicate 2. I have dedicated 3 in the past, and I think that was a mistake. So I'm not going to do that anymore. And I usually put an extra minion up here to allow this guy to hit spiders, and then also go for any goblin copters or any other minions that get stuck or kind of get in weird situations or positions over here. But that's it for the summoner. That is max summoning units. Let's go over to our mage and set up some nice lightning towers. This will be the bulk of our DPS. I also want to do some deadly strike towers though, and not dilly-dally on that. Okay, first up over here in this position, we're going to start off with our first lightning tower, I think right here. And then I do want to do a deadly strike tower, if possible, right here. I don't know how much defense units that will rob me of, and if that will be plausible. We'll see. Same thing over here. We're going to do a lightning tower back here. Like I talked about, we're going to weave the booster beam into that tower back there. And then I really do want to do a deadly strike tower here, if possible. I think it can just shoot wherever for the most part here. The problem is these are quite frail. And also they're in a straight line. Ooh, should I switch these? Should I move I kind of like the idea of that. I kind of like the idea of the deadly strike tower here looking like a straight way down this aisle. And then having the lightning tower over here. I think that could work. I think it could work. Let's see how many. I'm at 56 out of 70 minion units. I don't have that many left. Should I do a deadly strike tower here as opposed to an extra lightning tower? That might be okay. Especially because if a minion has... The problem is... Ooh, I'm really, really low on defense units now. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to be honest. I think this might be bad. I'm going to try to see what I can do here. But yeah, I only have... No, this is not... I'm going to have to sell one of these strike towers. I'm 100% going to have to sell one of these strike towers. I can't have both over here. I think this section does not need one. I'm going to be honest. I think this section's honestly mostly fine. This section does need one, honestly. I think it really needs one. I think I'll do extra lightning towers, something like that over here. So let's go ahead and do this. Wish I could zoom in a bit better. On the absolute end pixel of his right foot, and then I want it to be... Ooh. I want it to be out enough to where it hits I'm going to build a lightning tower here. And I want it to... I don't think that's going to hit that if I put that there. I think I'm going to have to bite the cost of 5 defense units here. And that's okay. Same thing over here. This one might just be 6 defense units, which I should have. But the problem is, like I thought, it's clipping through the floor. And it's making it difficult. Yeah, that's the problem. It's clipping through the floor. Okay, what can I do about this? Do I have to just build a whole nother... Oh man, is this lightning tower just not going to get boosted? I think I have to fix my build. I think what I actually do here... Okay, I think the plan is going to be to do this. I'm going to build another booster beam like this. I don't know if I should just have to be 5 or 6 or whatever. And then rearrange my archers to be in this booster beam. I think that'll be for max efficiency, I think that's the best play here. The only problem now is that I end up with a very awkward amount of defense units, right? I end up with 67 defense units. There's only 1 lightning tower over here. I don't have possibly enough other defense units to actually build another one. I'm gonna have to shorten this to 5, then I could build another booster beam over here. I think I can go ahead and do that, but this is not... I'm not super confident about this build. And sorry for spending so much time. I haven't spent this much time showing you guys a build, I feel like, in a while, but I wanted to do something very different here. I feel like this was kind of a spicy build compared to what I'm used to. So let's go ahead and do this. I need this to cost 5. Yeah, that can hit everybody. That's totally okay. So now I have 4 more defense units. So I can bring this one over here. And I should be able to... Oh, I can't get that one in as well either. Like, that's... Oh, we might need to, here, it might be better to just have this one Here. I'm going to do... It has to be so short to be 4. I'm kind of messing this up in time. I'm making so many mistakes today with my builds, I'm going to be honest. Because what I really should do is I should actually just move this lightning tower now. Now this lightning tower is in a super, super awkward spot. Oh, man. Okay, let's see if I can get this in 4 and move the lightning tower over a little bit. It's just never going to... Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to move the lightning tower here. And then move over. But it's the only light... No! I've made this build so impossible. Oh, I've actually put this build in such an awkward spot. I really... Okay. Let's try to fix it over here then, maybe. I really messed up. Let's try to have this cost 4, maybe. Shorten this to, like, here. It's so much shorter than... Is it really worth cutting booster beams? Maybe I should just get rid of the Deadly Strike Tower. Like, I feel... Yep, I'm gonna finally... It took me way too long to make this decision. Okay, well, I sold the wrong unit. Okay, I'm gonna sell that Deadly Strike Tower. I'm gonna revamp all of this. Sorry for wasting your guys' time. This is just... I mean, this is just building theory crafting, but... I really want this to be good, I guess. Okay, I figured it out. Here's the build, boys. Double lightning tower over here, a 5 cost booster beam, Deadly Strike Tower here, lightning tower here, nothing over here. This should be good. This should be enough. This should be plenty. I'm also supposed to be like quote-unquote speed running this, but I've got, for whatever reason, some days you're just in more of a perfectionist mind state. And for whatever reason today, I'm in more of a perfectionist mind state. And if anything, that perfectionist mind state is preventing me from doing what I need to be doing, which is grinding Dread Dungeon until seeing a piece of ultimate gear. And my characters are so strong, and I'm actually like super overpowered for Dread Dungeon, right? So I'm just, at this point, like I'm just making poor decisions, wasting time. You know how it is. Some days your brain's just like that, so we're gonna actually just get things ready enough to jump to the map and then jump into it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into things. Actually, let me go ahead and set up all my characters first. Whoa, slow down, Retro Pal. Let's get everything set up and then we'll jump into the wave. We'll be getting a level up this wave on our Series EV, which actually is really cool, seeing her get up to level 86. So that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and finally jump into it. Thank you guys again for watching. Not every day I'm going to be the perfect Dungeon Defender. It's actually probably never any day am I the perfect Dungeon Defenders player, but I've got to at least stick to my goals and stick to what's important, which today was supposed to be cranking through the levels, so I kind of lost track of that, but I'm sure that's something we all do, you know? It's really common, very human to just lose track of your goals that day and kind of get caught up into the semantics, get caught up into the little details, when in reality, if you just kind of cranked through something, you would do a lot better, you know? I think it's probably one of the biggest problems that a lot of us face right now is that, we get distracted with details. We get distracted with perfectionism. We get distracted with, honestly, planning as well, and just like analysis paralysis. When in reality, most of us just need to execute, like just faster, better, and just jump into things. It's a good thing in life to just live life and jump into things. But let's go ahead and jump into this map and actually start grinding for that piece of ultimate. I don't think I'll be seeing a piece of ultimate until wave 20 plus at the minimum, probably wave 22, 23. So I'm going to just be trying to jam through these first couple waves, just pumping out upgrades wherever possible. Honestly, this would be a really good position for my what's it called? Like playing a different character and having the genie. This would be a perfect situation. Maybe I'll try that actually here. This would just be a perfect position to whip out the genie. Really close call here with a bunch of kobolds lighting their back dynamites and running past me. Whew. Had to phase out there pretty quickly. Thankfully, we did go ahead and actually make it in time. Just pumping level ups wherever possible. Yeah, and like I was talking about, like I'm just, this is so easy. Like I honestly, my stats have gotten so good that this is actually so easy now. It's crazy. And meanwhile, I was over here like worried and stressed about the absolute perfect setup. And it's fun to use the Deadly Strike Towers. It's really nice to learn those. I just phased in such an unbelievably dangerous spot. That was crazy that I didn't bite the bullet there. Let's go ahead and just keep cranking out levels. I'll see you guys at wave 20 plus. All right, there is that wave complete. We're jumping into wave 18 here. And I think I am going to go ahead and just collect all this, man. We're going to open all these chests as well. Just going to be mythicals, nothing special. No, well, little something special. A piece of Transcendent. Where is that at? What the heck? It's over here, hidden amongst these. I think I've lost the glow effect on these. Because, yeah, this is Transcendent. Where's the... I must have pressed a button to disable the glow. Let me smash around my keyboard until I find something that re-enables that. There it is. It was my B key. So if you ever have this happen, you can actually press your B key and toggle through the different little effects here. So first B press is having the little underglow, then the full on glow, and then the third one is shuts off all the glow. So I want all the glow, boys. Another piece of Transcendent. While seeing 2 drops like that at wave 18, like well before wave 20 plus. No wonder I was able to see a piece of ultimate, dude. That's kind of crazy, man. I'm actually so shocked about that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and switch right now over to whatever character. Is it the Barbarian? One of my characters has the genie equipped, or maybe the genie is actually still in the... Yup, it's the Barbarian. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to play my Barbarian, use the genie, which if you don't know, the genie essentially allows me to gain mana whenever I deal damage. So I'm going to try this. Now, people have told me to use this on a ranged character, and I'm sure that would be better. And maybe I should just... Honestly, arguably, I should just switch my monk and use his range attacks or whatever, but I'm not going to worry about being peak efficient. I think learning things step by step is always nice for me, as opposed to just jumping in to the most efficient thing and best thing possible from the start. So that's just how I'm going to try it. I know it may not be the most optimal, but it's good for me to learn like that and have fun. So let's go ahead and move this over here. Just pump upgrades wherever I possibly can, and let's jump into this wave. I'm excited to test out the genie. I'll show you guys the combat wave here as we actually just physically test out the genie plus Barbarian. So whenever I do damage, I should be gaining mana. Also come pick up this mana, of course. Yeah. I don't know how much damage I can one-shot those guys. Honestly, my Barb does more damage than I expected. Let me pump upgrades. I also have decent casting rate as well. The only scary thing is honestly spiders. I can pump an upgrade, dump an upgrade there, go pick up more mana. Well, I do a lot. Honestly, I do, yeah, much more damage than I expected to these guys. And I'm pretty tanky. I'm already at full mana again. Like, do I one-shot the spiders? Not quite. Yeah, I actually get mana so fast like this. Okay. It's gonna become a problem of dumping it quick enough. Let's go ahead and get de-webbed and then dump it onto this tower buff beam. Grab this mana. Help DPS here. I'm going to be at full mana after just swinging one chop at that ogre. Okay, this is definitely insane. This is definitely so worth it for the... Obviously, like for the later waves, I think you want to switch back to your summoner and stuff, and you want to have as many tower boosting stats as possible, but I get it, right? I think something I haven't done much at all in Dungeon Defenders is actually like switching between pets, or like switching between gear between certain waves or at certain maps, etc., etc. And I feel like that's something that is like super strong. So we're gonna go ahead and pump that mana into that, smack this ogre around, get max mana again, smack more into him, pump upgrades, smack more into him, pump upgrades, smack more into him, smack, pump. This is what Dungeon Defenders has become, boys. Let's go smack some more so we can pump some more. Got max mana here again. That's actually crazy how much more mana it is. It is actually so much more mana. Wow. Okay, that's pretty nuts. This is actually so nice. I'm gonna have to start doing this from now on, boys. Or another wave completed, boys. I'm really enjoying. Oh, plus a level. Oh yeah, plus I'll get nice XP. Sick. This will be a fun, effective, and efficient way to actually level my Barbarian. Hell yeah. That's actually super exciting. Wow, it's been a while since I've been able to actually do that effectively. That's so cool. Okay. Awesome. Now, what do I want to go ahead and put here? If you guys have recommendations on what are the best stances on the Barb, by the way, I am super open to hearing them. I'd love to hear recommendations on what are the best stances, or if there is like a best stance, or like different combinations. I feel like I always end up doing like lightning plus siphon or lightning plus turtle, but I'm curious in hearing different options. I think I just pump into... I'm going to do 3 stats into health just to make it even, honestly, but I might just go raw damage here. I'm not even using stances here on this one. I could go HP, I guess, for the assault map. Like the assault maps, I still just die a little too quickly, so we'll probably do that after this, but I honestly don't even need HP for these maps. And for the assault maps, it makes sense, which is usually what I use this guy for, so we'll probably dump the next full level up into HP, probably. It does make level 80, though. Level 80 achieved for the Barbarian. Very cool. All right, some last few pieces of Transcendence, and I want to see how much mana I get. There's 147 mythicals on the ground. I've honestly been needing to farm mana pretty aggressive. Let's check the bottom right-hand corner. Bottom right-hand corner will show you 89 million mana just from that one. Dude, The numbers are getting bigger, boys, and as humans, we love seeing number go up. That's what gets you excited. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and actually smack around, get some. We're already at max mana. We're just already, like if I didn't have the genie there, I'd probably have like 700, maybe 800 mana there. But like because I have the genie equipped, it's just max mana so freaking fast. That's wild. Another wave defeated, and now we are jumping into wave 20 here coming up. That'll be the big one, boys. That'll be the big decider, the big difference. Picking up one quick Transcendent Helm. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, I opened a chest, and I got a piece of Supreme, boys. Okay. That's very cool. Haven't gotten many of those. That's so sick. Okay, I'd be storing that for later. Okay. So we are getting, okay, mixed mode makes a big difference. We're getting some pretty sick pieces of gear, some pretty sick tiers. I've got to keep an eye out for that ultimate. We're here for the ultimate. Let's grab these last two pieces of Transcendence. I also want to go check. I was about to say this, and it just happened. Well, I am out of space. I am officially, oh no, boys. I'm officially out of box space. I was worried about that. I was worried about how many more pieces of Transcendent I could store before having to do this. I'm going to have to actually sell stuff or get rid of stuff before even continuing the map. I'm at 320 out of 320. Oh, no, boys. Now, this is the real tragedy. I'm going to have to be selling off at least 3 of these Spankies. Hey, salutes to you, my hamster soldiers. All right, I've spent quite a bit of time, actually, probably 30 minutes or more, going through everything that I own, except for these 2 folders, actually. To be fair, I haven't gone through these much at all. Just kidding. Let me go through these. I'm going to sell off so much today, boys. We're going to make so much mana. You know what? Let's actually just sell this part off first, and we'll do the second part here in a quick sec. How much mana did I just get? 365 million, freeing me up almost 100 free item spaces. Okay. I think that's enough to... We'll clean the rest later, boys. That's enough spring cleaning. Let's go back and grab that piece of Transcendence that I couldn't grab before. That was crazy. Alrighty, it's wave 20 time, fellas. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to stick to the Genie Barbarian just for a little bit longer as I try to pump some more upgrades. But once everything is upgraded, which it kind of almost is, then I'll probably switch back over to my Summoner to allow myself some nice flash heals actually in the middle of the waves, which is... Let's go grab this mana. Speaking of... grabbing mana, also just my Barbarian, honestly just grabbing all the mana the minions just straight up drop from because my Barbarian's tanky. Like if I go down my Summoner is so in danger of getting one shot, but my Barbarian's totally fine. Like he can just jump down. He's got 190, almost 200k HP. He's fine to jump down, crank out some shots, grab some mana, and then run his way back up the little steps. Ooh, okay, I did get caught in a corner and die. I should be totally fine. I mean, the wave should be completed, but that was... Ooh, a little bit of yikes. I got caught and I got killed and punished for it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I was fine, but I just saw some towers go down. Oh no. I need to switch over to a hero. Okay. I thought I was fine, and I was so arrogantly incorrect. Let's see if I can get an upgrade on this. A lightning tower went down, which ended up taking down the tower buff beam with it, which monstrously changes how this plays out. Let's go ahead and put upgrades over here, I guess. Grab some mana. I'm also like about to die on my monk here as well. I just need to grab some mana so I can actually get repairs. Look how much slower. That's actually insane. How much slower I can kill the ogres and actually protect myself without the tower buff beam. The tower buff beam is so ridiculously crucial for my damage. That was crazy to witness in live time. Hey, and we get a level up. We do get a level up for our Series EV, though, so that's pretty cool. Series EV, we're just going to pump into base damage, because why not? Sure. All right, it took me a sec, but I went ahead and prepped up the rest of my towers. So I have my lightning towers rebuilt. I have my booster beam. I think we should be back and ready for action, except for obviously grabbing all these chests, checking for Transcendent drops, etc., etc. There's at least 3 Transcendents on the map right now. We're going to go pick them up one by one. And also open these chests to check for new ones. Let's see. Nothing in the first 2 chests. All right, I picked up all the transcendent pieces I could. I gathered all the mana that I could. It's time to jump into wave 21 here, fellas. Hoping to see an ultimate 93. Also, just learn about the difference. Is ultimate 93, does it just show that way? Like, is that different from normal ultimate? I've heard rumors, or I've seen things on the wiki discussing things like ultimate 93, ultimate 96. I don't know if that's a... There's different little numbers next to them, and I don't know. I'm assuming it's like level to equip, would be my guess. So... Ultimate 93, unfortunately, probably would have been like my highest level of armor or level of gear that I've ever gotten, and I let it disappear. Like, I only have normal 90 or normal, yeah, 90 ultimate, so it takes level 90 to equip would be my guess. It's my guesstimate of how it operates. I don't think I have any. Ultimate 93. So yeah, I don't know. Pretty bummed about that, but that's okay because today we're gonna reclaim it, boys. Okay. Before we leave today, before I leave this map, I'm going to have myself a piece of ultimate gear, whether it's 93 or not. My ability to honestly just turn on like Siphon Stance and Lightning Stance, or sorry, Siphon Stance, yeah, and Lightning Stance or Tornado Stance, and just run around and smack things, like sustain enough mana, and just also to be able to come back and upgrade stuff, like all at the same time. Like, man, playing Barbarian, I should have been doing this the whole time. This is so fun. Honestly, I don't even care if it's inefficient. This is just so ridiculously enjoyable. I've been a huge believer in the AFK Dungeon Defenders metagame, right? The AFK Dungeon Defenders metagame of just setting up your towers and then kicking back and relaxing. But in reality, I'm just a hack and slash gamer who's been looking for the opportunity to rise up. So I'm now a hack and slash believer, boys. There we go. Another wave complete. Easy peasy. This section honestly needs, I was going to say it needs upgrades, but it doesn't really have anything. I think it just needs heals, honestly. I'm going to be switching, to be fair, I just joined the hack and slash party, but I think I'm going to be switching over to my summoner here, probably this wave. Yeah, I think having flash heals, everything's fully upgraded. Having the flash heals is going to be more important, boys. So I've really enjoyed it so far, but it's time to make the proper decision. Let's go ahead and pick up this piece of Transcendent, head over to this chest over here, check it for other Transcendents. Ooh, there's a nice little pair of gloves. We've got 2 more pairs or pieces on the map itself, and then 3 more chests to open. Let's waddle over to this little staircase chest, I guess what you could call it. Every chest needs a little nickname. There's the staircase chest. Here's the faraway chest. And then the faraway ground floor chest. Ah, yes, of course. Okay, well, not many Transcendent pieces, honestly, here. There should be 2 more from the wave itself, though, from combat. But honestly, this is going to be greedy, but the odds of them actually being better than what I have equipped and such, I'm going to jump into it, boys. I'm going to let those 2 pieces of Transcendent be consumed. Hey, man, they're not ultimate, okay? And I'm here for ultimate gear. I'm getting snotty, okay? I'm like that brat kid who upgraded from, grape peanut butter and jelly. Now I'm strawberry peanut butter and jelly, and there's just no going back. You know, everybody knows that strawberry peanut butter jelly is just so much better. So I can only eat strawberry PB&J now, boys. I'm sorry. I've got to go for those ultimate gear. That ultimate gear being that strawberry jelly for me. I think that this archer being leveled up might be the last 3-star thing that I need, I will say. I'm going to go for some flash heals over here. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That's 100% it. That is 100% it. That is actually the last, like literally the last 3-star thing I needed. So every single tower on the map now is 3-starred. So now I can just run around and pop flash heals and kind of meme around and kick back like I talked about. There's a wave complete as well as 6 pieces, scattered pieces of Transcendent all over the floor, which is pretty nuts. That is pretty cracked to see. Okay, wave 23. Wave 23. Do we get the ultimate gear? I just realized I don't think the ultimate gear was from chests. I think it was just from I think the ultimate gear must have been from a minion drop. So I'm going to run around, grab these chests. I might honestly just, I kind of want to just let these things be consumed, but well, is this just a straight up upgrade? How is that? How is that? Oh, okay. Well, I might equip this. This has much better tower stats if I were to actually dump mana into it on top of that. Yeah, this actually is an upgrade. Sure. That was the first time I've just equipped an upgrade from the ground in such a long time. That's actually crazy. This might be obvious to a lot of you, but I wonder if slash I bet if are these late wave pieces of Transcendence stronger than like pre-wave 21s? I guess that just makes sense, right? Like the longer you go, the higher tier of Transcendence, and you know, obviously max, like that seems good. I'm gonna store that. This also seems really good for tower stats. I'm gonna be a little more selective of what Transcendent pieces I store. I feel like I kind of just store everything, and then I have to go sort everything and sell everything, and it's a pain in the butt, right? So I might as well just sort everything, or a little bit more preemptively as I open the chest. Let's go grab the faraway chest, high ground faraway chest. All right, that's the last one. That should be it, boys. Let's flash heal. Honestly, actually, I think I gained more tower HP from that upgrade, and that's why everything is missing tower HP. That's exactly what it is. That's so cool. Can I dump mana into this now? Hero info. Also, I started this wave at... I started this map at like 15 billion mana. How have I gained 2 billion mana? What? That's insane. That's ridiculous. Let's just dump some mana into this. I literally have gained 2 billion mana. Like, why not, dude? Let's go ahead and put it into attack rate. Attack rates. Let's do... I almost want to do some range. Is range really worth upgrading? I really don't know. I'm going to do it for shits and giggles as I feel like it today, boys. We'll put the extra into HP. So I just spent around 1 billion mana on my new leather cap. And that's called drip, fellas. Take notes. All right. Let's go ahead and do our heals. Jump into the next wave. I'll see you guys with wave 23. Now, this is... Wait. This is important. Wave 23 is the wave that I got the ultimate gear on last time. Okay? So if history repeats itself... This could be it. This could be the reclaiming of that ultimate gear that I ashamedly missed out on. There it is. Wave 23 completed. And history didn't repeat itself. At least, I didn't open the chest. I mean, it's possible it's in there, but I thought it would be from a minion drop. So, unfortunately, boys, we may even have to run this map multiple times. And that's something I prepared myself for today, mentally. Not physically, because I've been wasting too much time on this one episode, but... Hey, man, that's okay. That's part of the fun. Sometimes you just get lost and you ramble. Okay, sometimes you just ramble in Dungeon Defenders. You get lost, you get distracted, and you talk to the homies. Ooh, these boots are really interesting. They have really high stats in 3 of the tower stats, but they're missing damage, which is probably the most important one for most characters. So, like, I'm just not going to pick that up, I think. Like, I think being a little more selective about what Transcendent pieces I pick up is going to be better from now on. Let's go ahead and check this chest as well, and no Transcendence at all. We'll jump into the next wave. No ultimates on the ground. That's what I'm keeping. We at least got 1 Supreme. 1 piece of Supreme. No pieces of ultimate. Let's jump back into it, fellas. I really do. Speaking of rambling, I want to mix it up, guys. I will say, I have to, now to be fair, I have to reclaim this piece of gear. Oh my God, is it just mentally important to me, right? But, guys, I have been grinding Dread Dungeon so much. Like, if you watch my last, like, 20 to 40 episodes of the series, I feel like half of it is on Dread Dungeon. Like, so many of my episodes at this point are just grinding this map. And, hey, man, it's good and it's fun, but I want to experience... I'm excited to try new maps. I think next episode will be me, as well, as long as it's not me still grinding for this one piece, but... we're going to be trying new maps, boys. I think trying new stuff. There's so many. It's actually crazy that I have 300 hours in PC Dungeon Defenders and more on, you know, console and stuff. And I have so many maps I haven't even touched ever. It's insane. Like, I have like, essentially what are like Pokemon, like new Pokemon, if I'm a Pokemon player, right? New Pokemon generations that I've never touched before, which is so fun and exciting. Like, playing a Pokemon storyline for the very first time is an experience you only get once, right? So playing every Dungeon Defenders map once is a huge experience for me, and it's something you only get once, and I want to experience all of those once. I want to take advantage of that experience, so I'm excited to do things. I think like Booty Bay or Buccaneer Bay. Is Booty Bay from WoW? Am I conflating the two? Buccaneer Bay is one that I really want to do. I think there is an achievement for that. So that'll be super cool. Just completing it at all, I'm pretty sure, has an achievement attached to it. But it's a very, very difficult map. There's so many Lost Quest DLC maps that are super, super high level, super difficult. But I think I could do a lot of them on easy difficulty. Like, I think at this point, I could do a fair bit at least on easy. And I would love to start attempting those. Or even just going back to maps that I couldn't really do super well, like Taverley Mine Complex. What a fucking, like, God, I love the beauty of that map. I kind of hate how big it is. I love how big it is. I love looking at it, but I hate pragmatically playing it because of how big it is. Okay, something I just learned. Fun fact for those who didn't know this slash needed to know this, you can actually flash heal while floating in the air on the summoner. So that's kind of neat. Before I miss it, I did see I saw a piece of accessory on the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and come pick this up. Kind of a cool looking accessory. I don't think one that I've owned or seen before, and I really like collecting the accessory pieces whenever possible. They're just so unique and so weird and so rare, unless you get them as like sort of a map reward for certain things. So there's wave 24 done, boys. No pieces of ultimate. I'm gonna check all the chests. This is the final wave. You know, a little bummed I didn't get ultimate, but I also have done this map multiple times and I haven't gotten ultimate yet. It was just that one time and I just so happened to miss it. This is a great, actually, minus 280. Ooh, I almost want to pick this up. I'm going to pick it up. I think it might be good. So if it might be good, we probably should grab it, you know, not be that selective. That is not worth picking up though, in my opinion. All right, as I sit in this sea of mana, I think I've collected everything I need to. I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the next wave. We can also see the mana consumed here, or mana gained, rather. 111 mana gained, 18 million XP across other XP across characters, honestly. 19 million, yeah, a couple with 19 million, a couple with 18 million. A level coming up on a few different characters. I'll probably get 3 or so level ups. At least 2 level ups by the end of this map, by the end of this final wave, which will be really, really sick to see. 3 pieces of Transcendent already have dropped. Wow. In the first stages of combat here. That's actually very cool, and that seems like a good one. Okay, I'm going to let it all stack up until the end of the... Wow, I'm liking a lot there. A lot of animations. I'm going to let it all stack up, and I will grab it all. Like 5 pieces of Transcendent? Okay, the final wave is filthy. Wow. I also have to think about next time, the second time I run this map, I'm going to be able to do so many things so differently due to the Barbarian. You guys will see what I mean when we do that in the next... I'll probably do another episode because I rambled so much in this one. But there's a lot of things that I can actually do more. We're learning so much. Like, all the different not even micro efficiencies. Like, I think what we're about to do next episode with the Barbarian is going to allow us to start these waves way later. This is just going to be macro efficiency. Just speed things up so drastically. All right, there it is. Wave complete. 6 Transcendents. No ultimate, boys. Giraffe on a treadmill, sure. Because why not? Not what we didn't complete it, boys. This is not over. The grind is just beginning. Okay, we still got so much progress. Like, the amount of progress. We're back. We just spent like 1 billion mana and we gained it back before the end before the end of that grind. That's so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna get faster and faster and faster and more efficient and more efficient and more efficient. Actually, I was about to sell these giraffes on a treadmill, and I remembered I saved these in my what's it called, in my tavern. So I'll save the giraffes for the tavern to drop them around and have some fun with that. But let's go check out these pieces of Transcendence, I guess, to see if they are actual upgrades. Like this one, actually so good for like a DPS hero. That could be sick. Let's go check the helmet over here on the high ground, but we're going to be calling it here in a quick like, that's so good. Is that an upgrade? No, it's male, but I'll be... Wait, I just equipped that on accident. Oh, dumb noob mistake. Let me go switch my helmet before I forget then. Well, wait just a minute. I think the irony is I was going through my gear, putting away that piece of that one piece of your actually equipping it made me realize I actually have a better piece. I actually just have a better piece of leather helm. Wow. So I equipped a different leather helm that's actually better than both of these that I leveled up throughout this episode. Let me go ahead and sell both of those. That is going to be a ton of extra mana, like hundreds of 424 million from selling off like a handful of pieces, like 2 or 3 maybe. That's actually filthy. There are so many pieces of Transcendence, like all 4, I think, are all over here in this area. Let's go check to see if they're actually good. Like, this is saying it's an upgrade, but that's horrible. That's actually like a horrible helmet in my opinion. That's also not good. Not really worth for anything that I need it for. And then last piece of boots. Okay. Let's go pump some mana into this helmet to for like the 3rd time this episode we upgrade my helmet. Sure, I guess. Let's just scatter around some stats, honestly. Get this up to 500 to make it even. Oh, I can't even. They never let you do that. Never make it even. I will put some into that. Did I just spend way more mana than I intended to? Oh no, I upgraded to like almost max on accident. Oopsie whoopsie. But that's okay. That's where I'm going to be calling it for this episode, guys. I didn't expect to split this up into two, but I rambled for way too much, so you can blame that on my yapping. Hopefully you enjoyed, though. Hopefully this was a fun thing to put on in the background. Maybe watch before bed, watch as you fall asleep. I know some of you guys have told me you do that, which I think is a huge honor, honestly. Maybe watch as you play Dungeon Defenders in the background, some good background content while you engage in this hobby or a different hobby. I'll be seeing you guys next episode to reclaim that ultimate gear. We are going to get that piece of ultimate gear, okay? I promise you that. I promise you that, and we're going to get better, faster, stronger, and more efficient every single attempt. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and a huge shout out to everybody listed here who goes above and beyond, supports the Patreon, and allows me to focus more on Dungeon Defenders content. Thanks again. Have a great day.